Well, I'll tell you folks, the Ides of March are gone. If you were looking to do something in March, you have only a very few hours left to do it. We're broadcasting live from the Crete Memorial Civic Center in Plattsburgh on the very last day of March. Tomorrow's April 1st, and if it's not back up to 70 degrees, I didn't win the lottery last night. I don't know if anybody watched television. Whenever you're watching this program, the big lottery was like $640 million, and people were buying tickets like they had money to spend. Obviously, we checked it this morning. I had one ticket for $1, and we didn't have one number. So my record is absolutely complete. We're back again for what I believe is the 20th year at the Champlain Valley RV and Boat Show at the Crete Center. I've attended more events here at the Crete Center than almost any living person. Living or dead, I should add, starting from the very first time the doors opened many years ago. We have about 8 RV and boat dealers here today. The boat show and the RV show is open today on the 31st and the 1st of April from morning to night, a little longer hours today, 9 to 7 today and 9 to 5 tomorrow. People are being charged $5 to get in. Parking is free. Kids under 16 are free with an adult. And I haven't seen Penelope the Clown yet, but I expect to very, very soon. And it says on the bottom of this thing, contact Jim Kring.
Oh, that would be me.
He walked right up to me. How are you, James?
If I had a tail, I'd be wagging it.
Isn't it amazing?
Yep, I'm excited.
Well, we almost got some sunshine today. It's always breezy here on Lake Champlain.
Yes, it is.
We wish we could trade the weather we had a week and a half ago for today, but that's all right.
No, today is perfect. Today is absolutely perfect.
So why is this a big deal for you, Jim?
Well, this is free enterprise in action right here.
It is. I love to watch it work.
A show like this supports a great many people, from the people who manufacture these products to the people who deliver them, the people that sell them, the people that service them, and it's just out of a show like this, it'd be interesting to know bottom line how much money is generated.
You know, this Crete Memorial Civic Center is located right on the shores of this beautiful, what we call Great Lake Champlain. We've been around here for a long, long time, and what better thing to talk about than boats and RVs?
Look at that shimmering water out there.
Yeah.
A little higher temperature, we could be water skiing.
I wouldn't be jumping in that baby today without a wetsuit. So. I can almost guarantee you that.
Yep.
I heard about somebody that tipped over in a canoe somewhere and got rescued, and I said, man, that water can't be more than 40, 43 degrees right about
It's got to be chilly.
So tell me what your interest is in all of this, Jim. For a long time?
Well, I've been in the promotion of shows for around 42 years.
That would do it.
And
that would do it.
For me, it's a way of life and making a living. The grandchildren need shoes.
Oh, how many do you have?
9.
9?
Yep.
I have 20.
Oh,
not that it's a competition, but we're up to 35 great-grandchildren.
I've got to go if I'm going to catch up.
That's something we don't have to have on tape for sure. Where are you from, Jim?
Live in Jacksonville, Florida, originally from Fulton, New York. Born and brought up.
You've got more of a central New York accent than a Jacksonville, Florida accent, I guarantee you that.
Yep. And I love it in Jacksonville. I moved about 10 years ago, and I'm very, very pleased with the move.
New York State has been home here for a long time. Calvin, born and raised here, and I was born and raised in New York State, but in different places. But I've been here in the Plattsburgh area for about 51 years, so I guess it's almost home.
You're a native, close enough.
So let's talk about some of the other shows you do.
I'm involved in construction shows.
Oh, you are?
Yep, and farm shows, and home shows, and other RV shows. I do 2 other RV shows in Syracuse, New York, and that's the focus.
That's great. I'm so glad to see the construction business picking up. I've talked to quite a few guys, and I've written some our magazine articles with the local construction guys, and they look forward to a good year in 2012. We all look forward to a little better year this year.
I think so. The Hard Hat Show in Syracuse this year was very, very strong.
Was it really?
And I produce heavy equipment rodeos also.
Oh, you do? That's fun. So much fun.
The participation there was very strong, and the guys had a great time.
Did you hope for more dealers here today? You have about 8 dealers, you said?
Yeah, we've got about what the climate will handle here in this area, and it's a good representation. So
You've been getting pretty good publicity on the internet and the local media, so at least people know about it. As I said in the beginning, we're doing this on the 31st day of March, just going into April. It's hopefully the tide will turn weather-wise, and people will be wanting to get their boats in the water. And I, for one, can't wait to go camping. And anybody who's a veteran camper, as we are in my family, has been just think outside the house. I love it. Go camping. That's wonderful. We have so many great camp spots in New York State.
Sure do.
I know there are lots in Florida, but they're great up here too.
In reality, nothing matches New York State. It's such a pretty place and a great place to be.
Well, Lake Champlain, the Adirondack region right across the lake, and the Green Mountains of Vermont. There are lots of places to go, and it sure beats the rocking chair unless you have a vivid imagination.
Actually, the reason I moved from New York State was I fell in love in Florida, and that just drew me there.
I could just see
will do that
the
to
hearts
him.
and flowers. If I had a violin, I'd be playing it. Well, we're going to take a walk around, Jim,
Please
today
do.
and meet some of the
make
people,
yourself
and
to
we
home.
thank you very much for inviting us here.
My pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Okay, we're ready. Jim, what's your last name?
Robertson, Dave Robertson.
Oh, Dave Robertson.
Dave Robertson.
I'm so delighted to be here with you. What's going on here?
Well, this is the Champlain Sail and Power Squadron, and we're a boating safety and boating safety education organization, national organization. In fact, the world's largest boating safety educational organization.
How about that, huh?
Yes. So we teach courses in boating safety. We also have a social program for our membership. We have on-the-water activities in the summer, and community service type of things we also participate in.
Not a bad idea to be set up right here in the lobby as people come into a boat and RV show, huh?
Well, we're number one, the first ones they see, as they walk in the door, yes.
Tell me a little bit about the group. How long have you been in it?
I've been in it, I think since 1995, something like 17 years. And it's been good. I've enjoyed it very much. I think it's a very worthwhile organization, especially as far as our boating safety education programs. As you may or may not know, there is no general boating safety education requirement in New York, as there is in many other states.
Yeah.
Eventually, there probably will be. There's been bills in the legislature with that, but in New York State, to operate a jet ski or a personal watercraft, whatever you want to call it, you need a certificate of completion of a boating safety education course. And on Lake Champlain, if you go boating in Vermont waters, anyone operating a motorboat of any size, shape, type, who was born after January 1st, 1976, needs a certificate of a boating safety course for Vermont.
Oh, so it's different from one state to the other.
Oh yeah, the state laws are vary from state to state. And in fact, Canada has a national law that requires everyone requiring a motorized vessel to have a boating safety education course. That went into effect about 2 years ago. Their law does not apply to non-residents. So if a person from this area goes up the Richelieu River and they don't have that boating safety education course, they won't be in trouble. But if you go in Vermont, you could be in trouble. It applies to everyone.
A lot of boats come south, though, down that Richelieu River, too.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people rent their craft of almost every size from Canada and come down and enjoy our lake.
Oh yes, certainly, especially sailboaters.
Yeah.
Because sailing on the Richelieu River is not that great. And John and I both own sailboats, and we know a little bit about that. But a lot of. In fact, I have a boat at Treadwell's Bay Marina here, and I would say 95% of the boats there are owned by people from Montreal. And and then even if you go further north, Chazy River, Rouse's Point, even a higher percentage would be owned by Canadians. So
They have a new.
yeah.
I watched it. I watched what our dollar and their dollar
Yeah.
Oh, they compare almost every day. They've
Well,
been even,
they're
just about even for a long time.
Pretty even now, yeah. Well, you would think they would be. The economies are so tied in together and everything, you would think they would be pretty even,
I never asked you, were you born and brought up here?
No, I wasn't. I originally from Cleveland, Ohio. And
No wonder he knew about Cincinnati. And
I know. Oh, yeah. And go Buckeyes tonight in the
they're doing it,
Final
aren't they?
Four. Yeah. There, I have a good degree from Ohio State.
Do you really?
Yeah. And then I taught initially I graduated from Kent State. Long before the unfortunate incidents happened
sure.
there. It was a quiet little place when I went there, and people, you say Kent State, and they say, where's that? You mean Penn State? And I say, no, Kent State.
We know about Kent State around here.
Oh, yeah,
as
sure.
they have a memorial service every year still at SUNY Plattsburgh.
SUNY Plattsburgh, yes.
I guess the longest standing kind of memorial in the United States.
Oh, really? I wasn't aware. I know they have it. I wasn't aware it was the longest standing.
It's amazing.
And then I went on to get a master's degree at the University of Iowa, and my first teaching job was at a small private college in Illinois before I came to SUNY Plattsburgh.
One of those lottery winners from last night was from Illinois.
Yeah.
You got any friends back there?
Not anymore. I've been here 50 years. So.
How many won? How many winners were there?
3 that we know about so far.
There's one in the Baltimore area. I
That
know.
was the first one mentioned
right, I
in
heard that.
Illinois and somebody else, and I can't remember where that was. But
So I've been in Plattsburgh since 1962, so I consider this home.
So you came just a year after I started in the radio business here, but you know what? We've said it a million times on these cameras. It's not a bad place to live and raise a family.
It certainly isn't.
Met so many great people. How can we talked about Lake Champlain a few minutes ago? Look at that beautiful lake. In a month or so, it'll actually be worthwhile to get out there and.
Well, maybe sooner this year even.
You think so?
Well,
I bet you wanted to a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
No. Well, yes and no. I spend 3.5 months a year in the Caribbean.
Oh my God!
I just got back Thursday.
You're trying to make us all feel bad.
I just got back Thursday, so I live on a boat in the British Virgin Islands for about well, this year was just 2 months, but usually it's longer than that.
Just 2 months.
Tell him how pale he looks.
It's really pathetic, isn't it?
It's not from the local tanning studio. It's from I just got back Thursday afternoon.
That's one. We have a lot of people to talk to today, but I want our audience to know how they can get in touch with you if they're interested in taking a course or doing something like that.
Well, I guess the easiest way is pick up a phone, and my phone number is 643-9262, and we have a course just starting, in fact,
April 28th and 29th.
The weekend course, Saturday and
Up at
Sunday
the mall,
course.
at Gander Mountain.
At Gander Mountain. They're very kind to us. They have a room in the back called the Lodge, and we use that for many of our courses. So we have several courses, well, actually 2 different courses, basic boating safety courses. We have a long course, which is about 12 hours in length, and that's at Clinton Community College. That just started last Monday. That's on Monday evenings, and runs for about 7 weeks at Clinton Community College on Monday evenings. And if anyone's interested in that, they can still get in that. The second session is Monday night, I think 6:30 at Clinton. And then we have the short course, the 8-hour course, which we break up into about 4 hours Saturday, 4 hours Sunday.
Almost like the safe driving course, huh, for AARP,
And that's going to be at Gander on the 28th, 29th, the first one. We have another one later for May, and then we're possibly going to have another course in June or early July.
Wonderful. It's great to meet both of you.
Okay.
Have a lovely day.
Thank
Perhaps we'll wave at you on the way by one day out on Lake Champlain.
I hope so. I hope so, Gordy. Yeah. My boat's name is Summer Breeze. Look for Summer Breeze on the lake.
I love it. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thank you
See
very
you
much,
guys
Gordy,
later.
and,
Good to see
thanks
you.
for stopping by, and
Glad to do
enjoy the show here.
We'll do it. We haven't even been in on the main floor yet because we saw our friend Dave Bayshard here. How are you, David?
Very good, thank you.
Oh, just terrific. Blue Haven, Momont, you got it all here.
Yeah, we have a 400 site campground up in Ellenburg Depot, New York. Our Momont Trailer Sales, the dealership, is on 240 Tom Miller Road in Plattsburgh, and we pretty much have all your needs.
Of course, I drive by there a couple times a day and see what's new and see what's not new and see what used ones are on the lot. And You know, the people up there pulled my chestnuts out of the fire so many times. But nice people from John all the way down.
Well, thank you. Yes, we have a great team there. It's a fun place to work, especially if you really enjoy the camping. And everybody we have working there really enjoys camping. And again, like you said, we pretty much have all your needs.
We were just talking with a couple before we went on the air here. She said, we started with a little pop-up. I'll tell you, these new pop-ups are not your grandfather's campers, are they, huh?
That's for sure.
They've different today.
They've come a long ways. There used to be basically a tent on wheels, and now they have everything from furnace, refrigerators, air conditioning, all the amenities that a full-size travel trailer has, but you're able to pull it with a small vehicle.
That's the best part of it in this day and age. Calvin and I were talking about gas prices as we walked in here.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Gas prices, maybe an issue this year, but so far the up and up looks pretty good. People are excited, I think, with the early spring that we've had. A week ago when it was 80 degrees, so I think...
I noticed the parking lot was pretty full during that week.
That's for sure.
People getting ready, huh?
But people are anxious to get started. I think the price of gas hasn't so far scared them, so we're hoping for a good season.
That's great. You only brought the 2 campers here today?
Yes, we just brought the 2 here to have a little presence here. We have a full staff at the dealership today. With an open house going on there also. We have a great selection of vehicles there, probably 150 on the lot. So we have a better part of our team is there taking care of customers.
I'm going to tell John you did a great job, David.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
I hope you sell a couple today.
We do too.
That'll make you look even better.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
See you later,
Thanks.
Dave. Have a great day.
You too.
Calvin has decided we ought to talk more about the campground, Dave.
Well, that's good.
I know people who when people buy a camper, sometimes they get a free weekend at the campground.
Yes, we offer a free weekend of camping at the campground with a purchase of a trailer. Gives you an opportunity to try out your trailer. If you have any questions, we have full-time staff there to answer your questions. If you're not familiar with our campground, it's just under 400 sites located in Ellenburg Depot.
Pretty good size.
Yes, it is. It's we offer both seasonal and weekend camping, 2 lifeguarded pools, full-time activity going on for both the young and the old.
Look at this. This is a great display here. Who the heck made that?
Well, thank you. Actually, John Momont was one that kind of designed it with the company. All the pictures on it are actual pictures of the campground. We sent them digital photography, and they made the display for us. It is a beautiful display, like you're saying.
Now, do you have seasonal sites as well as day sites?
Yes, we do. We do have seasonal sites available, day sites, so we pretty much cover it all.
Somebody who just gets into camping and want to try out their new equipment, as you said, good idea. Just travel down the road a little bit and set them up.
Yes, it's local. Again, we offer full-time staff, so if you have an issue with your trailer or think you have an issue with your trailer, we have somebody there to work you through it, give you some suggestions, and help you out. Make your stay enjoyable.
I bet the phone will be ringing after seeing all this here today, David.
That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for a good weekend and a great upcoming season.
Now, you didn't tell me when it opens. We're recording this on March 31st.
We will be open May 1st. Generally speaking, we probably will have camping starting around the middle of April, providing the weather stays. That's our goal, yes. And we'll go right through to the 1st of October.
That suits me just fine.
Well, great. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope to see you there this summer.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
All right, we finally made it inside. It took us a half an hour because we were interviewing people. Look at who took off. You just left?
She'll come back.
She just... Oh, my goodness. And you thought the farther away the better? No. Don Craig, how are you, my friend?
Very good, Gordy. How are you?
I love the uniform.
Thank you.
That's very nice. What's going on here with the presents?
Well, what we have is a setup for the Coast Guard Auxiliary. And for the last 4 years, we've had a flotilla 158 here in Plattsburgh. And we're here set up today to recruit people who might be interested in joining. We're also here to talk about boating safety to anybody who's interested. They can get free vessel exams for their boats, sort of like an automobile inspection, but it's entirely voluntary for anybody who owns a boat to contact us, and we'll do a free inspection of their boat and put a sticker on their boat, which basically tells the Coast Guard and the Sheriff's Patrol that these people have been checked out, they're okay as far as having the proper number of life jackets, flares, anchor, whatever running lights are required on the boat, make sure their engine's in good condition, there's no leaky fuel lines or anything like that. So those are some of the services that we offer.
That's not a bad idea. That saves a little hassle to have that sticker there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. If the Coast Guard sees your boat and you have that sticker on, or if the Sheriff's Patrol or the State Police Patrol see it, again, they'll think that, okay, he's been inspected, they're okay, unless they're doing something really erratic, that would otherwise cause them to be stopped. For instance, like, driving a boat under the influence of alcohol, that's as illegal as it is driving a car.
Sure.
So that's one thing that we remind people of. We also teach boating safety classes, and we just finished one in March. It's an 8-hour course. We teach it on 2 different nights, Wednesday and Thursday, and that was very successful. We had 24 people show up for that.
Wow, great.
We're having another one in May. What are the dates? May 3rd?
May 2nd and May 3rd.
We're
2nd.
moving over here because
Okay.
you're going to get on whether you like it or not. You too,
This is Angelique.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
What's the full name?
Angelique Zaremba Woodward.
I love it. Doesn't it just roll off your tongue? Come on over here. Who are you?
I'm Stephanie Lago.
A much easier to pronounce last name, right?
That's right. Much shorter
But you
too.
won't forget mine.
Are you having a good day yet?
I'm enjoying this very much. All the people coming by are very friendly. They are happy to be informed. They're very inquisitive, and they're enjoying the boat show.
It is fun to get out. It makes us hope for summer a little quicker, even though we had a little sample of warm weather for a week or so.
Mother Nature was good to us last few
Oh
weeks.
my goodness, it just made me feel so bad when I woke up and it was 19 degrees one morning. How did you get involved with this organization?
I actually I was laid off from my job and I was looking for a way to get some job experience, and I heard about these guys and now I have some experience through them.
And look at the tremendous check they give you every week.
No, we don't get paid.
Thank God for volunteer organizations like this. How did you get involved?
Well, my husband was already taking a boat class, and I love to sail, I love to go boating, and I decided that it would be more interesting to actually learn more than just to open up a book and read a few pages. And it's nice because you also help out in the community, you inform and educate the community. You also become one as a group. If there's a problem, we know that we can help the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard knows we're there to help them. And it's just lovely to know that people are safer out on the water, because if we don't have these boat safety classes, or if we don't have the time to give back to these people, it's not safe to go boating. And it's a good thing. I'm also interested in flying, so I'd like to get my pilot's license to do search and rescue.
Some of these boats go fast enough to leave the water,
They feel like that, don't they?
Oh, Donald, you've been doing this for a while.
4 years.
And it's, that the auxiliary and the Coast Guard is a good marriage, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, we are an extension of the Coast Guard. We're volunteer civilians, as you know, and we do not get paid. We volunteer our time. There's a lot of different programs that we can get involved in. We do help out the Coast Guard directly in a few cases, like when Burlington has their fireworks display. We do safety patrols
Oh, no kidding. I did not know that.
the boats away from the immediate fireworks area, for safety purposes. So we will go over there, take our boats over to Burlington and help them with their safety patrols. Our boats that we personally own can be set up as a facility of the Coast Guard, and when we are out on patrol under orders, that facility actually becomes property of the U.S. government for those 8 hours, and we become actual active duty for those 8 hours that we're under orders.
That may be
and then as soon as we're
people
done, we go
didn't
back
know.
to be civilians again.
It's a good group.
It's a lot of
been
fun.
around for a long time.
Since 1939,
And
yes.
I'm sure that some people watching this had no idea.
but most of the members are charming
Yes.
and wonderful.
Some are charming, Some of us are
Sometimes they run and
cantankerous.
hide. But you know what? I appreciate the fact that you do what you do. Hopefully it makes
you.
this lake and our other waterways much, much safer.
Oh, yes. The Coast Guard is down in Burlington, and they don't often get up here in the Plattsburgh area because there is a distance, They have their own limited resources. So by us having a flotilla up here in Plattsburgh, we're extending their area of responsibility for them. For our flotilla here in Plattsburgh, our area of responsibility starts at Rouse's Point, goes all the way down to Split Rock. That's the area that we basically patrol. Not all the time, but often enough. And we do put a Coast Guard presence on the water, so people know we're there. If they have a problem, they know that there's somebody who can respond.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel safer already, and I'm on dry land. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
You too, Donald.
Thank you,
Good
Cody.
to see you.
Pleasure to see you
Have a
again.
great day.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
You too. Oh, warm. We moved up. We're in the boat business now. Who are you?
John Andrews, boats
Hi.
are fun. Good
Hey,
to see
John,
you
last
again.
time I saw you was at the Lions Club.
It was at the auction, and we had a great auction thanks to the community.
That was a lot of fun. That's
That was
just great. So tell us about your business.
Well, we own Boats Are Fun. I say we because I must mention my wife, Michelle Boulay,
of
who's back
course.
there talking to a customer right now.
Oh, she's signing, so I think she sold
That's
one.
good. Keep her busy. Well, we sell new and used boats. We also have a charter business on a sailboat here in town. And, everything that floats between, 15 and 50 feet, if it's sailor powered, new or used, we're trying to sell it.
There's another big boat show going on this weekend. I wondered where all the
There
other
is.
people were.
There
you,
is.
You ought to send a little
You don't want to
inventory.
make me mention where that one is, do you?
Isn't that amazing? This won't be on the air for a long time, so you don't
Oh,
have to worry
okay.
about it. We're interested in this sailboat here.
Yes, the Hunter 18.
Tell me about why is the back end shaped this way? I know nothing about sailing.
Well, it's a couple of reasons. One is that a lot of people think that, well, what happens when the water washes in the back? It really doesn't. The boat floats, way down in here.
Yeah.
But it is a place that if you get water in the boat, it is going to come right out. Hopefully not with the people attached. No, it's just a performance feature. Reduces the weight, lets the water flow out, doesn't create a swimming pool in the boat.
John, you've been doing this for a long time.
I have. I've been boating since I was about 6.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Always here or other places?
Well, I learned how to sail here on Lake Champlain, actually on a sunfish, which
Oh, did you?
probably a
Didn't
lot
we
of people
all?
learned on, right?
Oh, yes, me too.
Yeah, and then I went to a 19-foot Lightning, which is a race class boat, a very lightweight boat, planing hull, so it
Yeah.
goes fast. And a dear friend of mine taught me how to sail, and that was a beautiful antique wooden boat. They now make them in fiberglass, which is quite a rocket ship.
Thank God some of the wooden boats are still around there.
Yeah.
Don't you love to see them?
Yeah, they are beautiful.
A different age and time,
They
wasn't it?
require a lot of elbow grease, lots of varnish and polishing, all that kind of stuff.
So, and you have a speedboat outside.
We do have a couple of boats for sale. One of them is outside, a Fountain 35-foot Fountain with twin 500 horsepower engines
come
in
on.
it. I took
Are
that boat
you
out.
kidding me?
Oh yeah, I took that boat out on the lake last fall and went 82 miles an hour. That's enough to bring tears to your eyes, literally.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
82 miles an hour.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope there's not a log floating by.
That's correct.
Boy.
Yeah,
You
what
know,
fun though.
We've
I tell
talked to
you.
a lot of people in the safe boating business, from the Coast Guard and others
Sure.
today. And you have a responsibility when you're going to go 82 miles an
Absolutely.
hour.
Sure you do, absolutely. It was a nice calm day, end of the season, nothing floating in the lake. We were one of the few boats on the lake at that time.
We've always looked upon Lake Champlain as I said earlier, as a great lake and a wonderful place to recreate.
Sure.
But now with all the fishing tournaments and so on here, we see boats the likes of which we've never seen before.
Yes, and people coming from all over the country, those professional fishermen travel long distances and come here to spend some money in our economy, and that's pretty nice.
So you actually grew up here? I didn't realize that.
Well, I'm actually from Long Island originally.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but you
Yeah.
don't have any remnants of the old Long Island accent.
Thank God, huh?
Yeah, we love it.
No, I'm very proud and happy to have grown up on Long Island, but my parents built a summer camp here, and so
That's the way
when
it
I was
starts for a
born-
lot of people.
Yeah, when I was born, I spent every summer of my life up here.
and you ended up here, and you wouldn't have it any other way.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Absolutely.
So you've been in the boat business for how long?
Well, I've been boating since I was 6, but we bought the business 9 years ago.
Is it 9 years already?
9 years, yeah. Yeah. So we're still here, still afloat, as we say.
Well, we hope you make a lot of money and have a wonderful
Thank
summer,
you.
John. Great to see you again.
Appreciate it. You take
too.
care.
Yeah, we're following you around. How are you?
You
I
good?
haven't
Yourself?
seen you in about 2 years.
No, we haven't seen each other.
What is your name?
Chastity Heeman.
Chastity. You've been at this boat show a couple of times. Mm-hmm. RV show and boat show.
This is our 3rd year doing it.
Is it really?
Yep.
All the way from St. Albans.
All the way from St. Albans.
And you told us before we started the camera that you started hauling stuff over here way back during the week.
We started on Monday.
2.5 hours each trip.
2.5 hours each trip. We brought 17 of them here.
Come on.
No.
Oh my gosh. On the ferry or all the way around?
No, we go right over the Rouse's Point Bridge.
Oh, you did? Of
Yep.
course. Of course. Why not? So delightful to have you over here today. Is it going to be a good camping season or not?
I believe it is. I think it's going to be a wonderful camping season. I think we got a good introduction to our season a couple weeks ago, and let's all hope it keeps going that way.
Well, we did get our hopes up, didn't we? Oh my goodness. So give me a little idea what you brought over here.
We brought over a variety of units. Right behind us is a park model. We've brought over pop-ups, fifth wheels, little travel trailers, bigger ones, bunkhouses, all kinds of them.
People who've never camped before have no idea what a bunkhouse is, so tell them.
A bunkhouse is a unit that usually has a queen bed in the front of it or the back of it for the parents, and then on the opposite end it has bunk beds for kids.
When I started camping long before you were born, there were no such things as slide outs. Now they're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, units have 3, 4, 5 slide outs
Isn't it
even.
amazing?
Yep.
But look at the difference in space when you put the slide outs on.
Yeah, so you end up with quite a bit of square footage.
Yeah, this one, I saw you talking with a couple before. He said, could you tow this down the road? She said, well,
No, this one
is
isn't.
a park model. This goes, get it somewhere and put it there.
Right. This is more set up that's so you can park it permanently on your lot and it stays put. You can travel with it like if you wanted to a little bit, but it's not made for traveling across the country. But we have plenty of other units that you can get that you can travel all over the country with.
You've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
This is my 14th season.
Is it really?
Yes.
So what kind of help did you have getting all that stuff over here? You didn't actually drive any of them, did you?
Yep. I drive every one of them just as much as everybody else
I should have
does.
known you would. You've never put a dent on one.
No, thank God I haven't. No.
Isn't it amazing? And it's hard. People worry about their little compact cars getting in and out of parking lots.
It is, but it's really actually not that bad. With a little bit of practice, I learned very well, and for the last 8 years, I've been traveling all over the country with them. I tow them all over from Indiana. I've been to Myrtle Beach with them.
Come on.
Yep.
Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
A lot of great campgrounds in Myrtle Beach, too.
And a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. How did you get in the business in the first place?
I started working for an RV dealership, and I was working for an accounting firm, and I went in to help out the RV dealership with their books, and I really liked talking with customers and meeting with them, and just started doing it full time.
So do you own the company?
Me and my fiance do.
Ta-da! Well, there are a lot worse businesses to be in, especially at this time of year. You're going to make a lot of people happy, I think.
I think we already have, and I hope that we can many, many more people. We have a lot of great customers and hope to acquire a lot more of them.
That's great. And the name of the company is?
TC's RVs.
And this is the 20th annual RV and Boat Show at the Crete Center in Plattsburgh. It's hard to believe it's been here for that long. So we're doing this on the 31st day of March.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be April. And you got to promise me that next week will be a little warmer than this week was.
I am hoping for all of us it is.
Oh my God, I hope so too. It's so nice to see you again.
Thank
Keep
you.
smiling and sell at least 5 units today, will
Well,
you?
send people over to us in St. Albans. We're just off I-89, off exit 20. We're right in St. Albans. We have a huge lot and lots of campers.
I'll grab them right in the parking lot.
There you
See
go.
you later, kiddo. Thank
Thanks.
you. We said, Is there an interior that you're proud of? And you said, yeah, this one right here. Tell us a little bit about this now.
This is the park model unit we were just talking about, and this is beautiful. It's set up, as you can see, it's got a house-style refrigerator and a house-style stove. If you were to go in the bathroom right now, you would see it's got a big glass shower door and a shower. But the thing we're most happy about is right behind you.
Of course.
In this beautiful setup with this ledgestone fireplace and TV set up on the front of it, and you still get beautiful views out the front. It's just a beautiful design.
You have a lot of parks in Vermont. We have quite a few here in northern New York that people would be proud to park this in, huh?
Yes, we have a lot of them, privately owned and state parks that a lot of people camp around. We have a lot of nice privately owned campgrounds not far from our business, but we sell them all, New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, all up and down the states.
Many people who buy smaller campers would have a vehicle to tow it with, but if somebody bought this, you'd deliver it right to their site, I bet.
Yep, we deliver it and we set it up for them.
Do you?
Yep, we'll set it all up. We'll make sure it's all blocked up properly, and we'll even set up all the hoses and everything you need. So when you get there, you just go in and enjoy it.
How long is this?
This here is about 40 feet long.
Is it?
Yep, in the front of it, the tongue part that actually tows it can come off, so you can do a beautiful garden in the
no
front of
kidding.
it.
And many people do that.
Yep.
In
Yep.
permanent sites.
Yep.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like I said, it smells good. What? How wide is it? They're normally.
Oh, yeah, the body of is about 8 feet wide, but if you add the slide out, it ends up being about 13 feet wide.
There.
Yep. It also comes with a full 2-year warranty with it also. A lot of other companies don't offer that long of a warranty, but Jayco does. Jayco's a great
I forgot
company.
it was Jayco. Okay,
Yeah.
of course.
Yep. Jayco's a really, really good company.
And has been for a long, long time.
Yep. They're a long time, and it's still owned by the same family.
Is it really? I
Yep.
did not
The
know that.
Bontraggers still own it. Yep.
Yeah. Come on in. You can buy this. Thanks so much, kiddo.
No problem.
We're at the RV and Boat Show, or Boat Show and RV Show, at the Crete Center, Memorial Center in Plattsburgh, right near Lake Champlain. Who are you?
I am Pam Michelin, one of the owners of Happy Camping RV.
I know that, Pam. How are you?
I am good. How are you
Such a
today?
delight to see you. I think I interviewed you when you first started in the business. When was that?
That was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago, and I asked you that accent doesn't sound like the Adirondacks, so I know you're from.
Originally from south of Boston.
Of course, don't ever lose that wonderful accent.
Oh, I've tried for a lot of years and it's not going anywhere.
How
So.
did you end up here?
My husband teaches at Paul Smith College.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
So how did this business start? For those people who didn't see the first interview we did.
Well, a couple years ago, my husband and I decided we wanted to do something for our retirement when he eventually retires from teaching, and we've had a passion for RVs for a lot of years. I mean, we've camped everywhere. I've camped in every state in this country except for Hawaii, and actually, as of a few years ago, through most of Europe.
Yeah.
But we found that since we have a passion for RVs, why not sell them? So we looked into the possibility of doing it, and I have a background in business, and my husband has a background in recreation, and we put our expertise together, and this is what we've come up with.
It's a hard business to get in when you got into it, and I wondered when I walked away, I wonder how successful they'll be. But I like the way you're set up there.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of work, and it's still going to take a lot of work as we build on what we've started, but we're finding that there has been somewhat of a trend to go to smaller, lighter weight campers, and that's what we're specializing in. Campers that you don't have to have the big truck to pull, that you can pull with your car.
That means a lot these days, as we've been talking all day about the cost of gasoline.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing this on the 31st day of March 2012, and average price of gas is right around $4.8 or $4.13.9 a gallon. I don't know what Calvin's paying up north, but very close to that.
Yeah.
So towing small RVs is not a bad idea.
No, especially for people who want to travel, to have something that you don't have to, as I said, have the big truck that you're going to spend a lot more for gas on, and something that's also not going to be as heavy to pull behind your vehicle. Something like our little Riverside RV that we have here. It's a little retro, It only weighs 2,000 pounds.
So neat. I could almost, if you had a big enough harness, I could almost tow it myself. Actually,
right.
the tongue weight on these small ones is very, very small. Very small weight.
Yeah, it's only a few hundred pounds
Yeah.
on the tongue weight on it.
When
So
you say retro, it is reminiscent of many campers that were on the roads 40 years ago, isn't it?
oh yeah, very much
just
so.
great.
In fact, some of the styling in it's come from the old Scotties from way back when, because it has a drop floor in it, which enables you to actually be able to stand up in it. So
Isn't that neat?
Yes, yes, but it has all the amenities of what the new ones have. I mean, it has an air conditioner, it's got a microwave, it's got a 3-way refrigerator, it's got heat, it's got hot water heater, even has a little wet bath in it.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
So what else did you bring?
We brought the Columbia Northwest A-liners, which are the original hard side A-line pop-ups.
Right here, in case people have not seen them before,
Yes.
they sure do catch the eye. They're
Oh, they do.
unique.
For us, they've been our #1 seller
Have
for these
they
2
really?
years. They have been.
Why?
Well, because they're so lightweight and easy to tow. They go up and down in about 30 seconds.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I was timed at a show once, and I did it in 26 seconds.
Did you?
So,
Come
yes,
on.
Yes, I did.
That's because you're special.
I don't think so. But they go up and down very quickly. You can pull into a rest area, you can set one of these up, you can have your lunch, you can take it back down, and you're on the road again. And you can get them in places you can't get a lot of the bigger RVs into. So, especially for people who have maybe been used to tent camping and want something now that they're off the ground and they have heat in them, these work perfect. The Expedition there, actually, we can get a toilet in that one, so
Come
that
on.
one comes with the toilet.
Really?
It's a cassette toilet that comes in that one.
Isn't
as
that
well, yeah.
neat? So how many units did you bring here? You bought quite a few units
We
here.
brought 8 units up
Did
this
you
year.
really?
8, yeah.
This you've been doing this a couple of years.
Yes.
You get the word out.
Yes.
People come, they may not sign on the dotted line today, but maybe on a given afternoon they'll say, "Hey, Ma, do you want to take a ride to Vermont?"
Oh, we encourage people to come down and see what we have on our lot, because this is just a small taste of what we have. And all of the campers that we carry are the smaller, lighter weight campers that you can pull, like I
You
said.
just decided that from the very beginning, didn't
Yes,
you?
yes, that we were going to stick with the smaller, lightweight ones. So.
Now, you don't have a staff of thousands up there, do you?
No, it's my husband and myself.
I knew that.
Yes.
Well, that's teamwork. That's what
Yes.
it's all about.
Yes.
But he still teaches, right?
He still teaches right now at the college as well. He runs a sugar bush out at Paul Smith's College
Does
as
he?
well.
I didn't know
Yes.
that.
So they're kind of this year it's kind of more towards the end of the maple syrup season, but right around the time when we start up with our RV shows, he's boiling sap. So.
You got to figure it all out. You don't have an evaporator at your house.
Oh, no,
He
no,
has
no.
Just the one up
No,
at the school,
just
right?
the one at the school, yeah.
That's great. Well, you are a most interesting couple, and I hope you sell
you.
4 or 5 this weekend.
Oh, I want to sell all 8 this weekend.
That would be nice if
That
you
would
didn't have
be-
to tow them home.
That would be very nice.
Thanks a lot, kiddo. Have a great day.
Oh, you too.
Even if it's wrong. Dewey Carter.
Yes.
How the heck are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. What company are you with here?
Day Brothers Boats.
I knew that. We've been watching that organization for a long, long time, since the olden days, but it still survives, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, your dad's involved?
Yeah, it's a family business, and I come up from Boston and help out when I can, and I handle some of the e-commerce and internet stuff.
Do you really?
Yes.
Have you spent a lot of time vacationing up here or not?
I come up when I can. I've got 3 little girls, so we try to make the trip up
Do
and see
you
the
really?
family. Yeah.
How old are they?
8, almost 7, and almost 5.
Oh, isn't that great? Wonderful age. No wonder he's smiling. What a great, what a terrific family. Well, let's talk a little bit about Day Brothers and what you have here today.
Yeah, so we have our bass boats, which are the nitros. We have our aluminum fishing boats, which can be any of the trackers, the Targa, the Pro Teams. We also have our fiberglass lines, which are the Tahoes, and we have our pontoons, which you see right behind you, that are extremely popular.
We met somebody on the way out. Gordy, we just bought a pontoon boat.
Oh, well, hopefully it was from us. I'll have to check
I hope
around.
so too. Right?
They are flying off the
Isn't
shelves.
it amazing? And many of the smaller lakes around here, Shazy Lake and Chateauguay Lake and various other lakes, you see so many pontoon, a parade of them all
Yeah.
summer long.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you can get into shallow water. They're low maintenance. It's great for kids. You have the wall that goes all around the boat, so it's safe. It's and they're economical. You know, you can get a great package boat, motor, trailer for a very affordable price.
We were talking about bass boats before because this is Lake Champlain's quite a fishery, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And we are attracting people from all over the country in some boats that I can only dream about as
Sure.
they're going by.
Sure.
That's a pretty nice boat right here.
Yeah, I think the tournaments have definitely contributed to the interest in our nitros because they're a great seller. They're great for the lake. Get where you want to go real fast to your fishing spot.
Well, a lot of people, that's important. If you've got a tournament that lasts a few days, you've got to get one end of the lake to the other, and you can't be waiting around.
Right, absolutely. And we see a lot of the young guys that come in and they are trying to get involved in the tournament. So that's their goal. They get this boat and they want to qualify. So it's definitely sparking a lot of interest locally as well.
How long has your family been involved with Day Brothers? I was trying to remember in my mind.
4 or 5 years, but
Yeah.
the marina business and the boat business for a very long time. I think early 80s, mid 80s.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, we've known so many people who worked there, who lived around there, who went to the driving range next door,
Right.
over to the golf course, and so on. So it's talk about an iconic business in the North Country.
Right.
You just mentioned Day Brothers,
Yeah.
even though I don't think there's any of the family of Days who are working there anymore, are there?
No, not currently. No, but we're very happy to be a part of it and excited to watch it grow, and it's been fun.
Yeah. So you live right in Boston?
I live south of Boston. I live actually not far from where the Patriots play in Foxborough.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, about 5.5, 6 miles from there.
Nice town.
Yeah.
Good area down there.
Good area. Yeah.
Cape Cod gets a little busy these days, doesn't it?
Yes. Try to avoid the Cape Cod traffic as much as possible.
Especially on the weekends.
Absolutely.
Dear God. You know, it's wonderful to meet you. Say hi to your family for us, and I hope you sell 3 or 4 today.
Thank you very much.
Just
Appreciate
get
your time.
that pen hand ready, will you?
Thanks a lot.
See you later.
All right, we'll see
Bye-bye.
you.
Even though we've met before, I'm
Yes,
old,
we
so
have.
I forgot your name.
My name is John Summers, and I'm with Champlain Boatworks.
John, how you been?
Wonderful.
You,
Always love to come to the show. It's the best show we do the whole year.
you know, we love this area, but we're here all the time, so we don't really know how nice the people are until we come back and see people like you who love to come here. So where's your business located?
We are located right below Plattsburgh on Route 9, right next to Valcour Island, the premier island for anybody that wants to do any vacationing in this area, as you
What
know.
amazing history, too. We're so interested in the history of the area and the Battle of Valcour.
Our whole bay is full of history, including that's where Benedict Arnold's boat went down, right at the opening there of Valcour Island. And off of Valcour, you have the island that looks like a little destroyer escort out there, a little gunboat island.
Isn't that Gunboat
Yep,
Island
the
is
gunboat
nice.
island.
There's some things on the bottom of that lake that I wish I weren't so old. I'd be going down and investigating. The late Frank Pabst, many years ago.
We have a lot of fun here because we have a lot of different boats and a lot of different types of customers. In fact, this year we have one of the few rental businesses on all of Lake.
I did not know that.
Yep, all of Lake
Tell me about
Champlain.
it.
We rent all kinds of boats, pontoons, runabouts. This year we've added a 45-foot houseboat. Before you leave, you can take a picture of it. It's over on the board over there.
Oh my God.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful boat. It's got 2 queen-size bedrooms and lots of room.
We can
Okay.
go over there and take a look at it.
The boat's not here. It's just a big picture of it on there. So you might want to get a picture of it later.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So what else you got here?
We also carry, obviously, a big line of pontoon boats. We're the fishing boat headquarters. We carry the Polo Crab boats. They're tremendous fishing boats. And we just picked up a new line, Sea Fox, which are the big fishing boats you see here. There's a center console, and there's what they call a walk-around all the way at the end of the
Oh
dock.
my
over
goodness.
there.
That's a good looking boat right there.
That is a
baby.
good-looking boat, isn't it? We carry runabouts like the Stingray boats and the Rinker boats, like with the ski tower up there. We have just about any kind of boat anybody might want.
You got a lot in stock?
In stock. Of course, we have a big marina with lots of docks and moorings available, and we even have a small campground that's right on the water.
I did not know that. I knew I came here for an education.
A little bit of
No,
everything.
Come on,
a little bit of
campground.
everything. Campground. We have about 20 sites, but it's very nice because it's on the water. It's not across the street like most of them are.
So if somebody wants to come down from Canada,
They can have a nice little travel trailer, and right out in front of them will be their dock.
That's not a bad
What a
idea.
deal, huh?
That's not
What
a
a
bad
deal.
idea, you know.
Hey, you can come on down anytime you want.
I love it. How
We
about-
also even own a couple of travel trailers that we can rent to you if you don't have a travel trailer and stay in our campground.
Is there anything you don't do down there?
I haven't started cooking yet.
No, you haven't?
No.
I was going to say, when's the free lunch?
There is a restaurant across the street from us
Oh,
that
of course there is.
we lease that out, and that's the Rusty Anchor, and they do a very nice job.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Very nice job. Best view on the lake, too, from that restaurant.
That whole area has changed a little bit through the years. How long have you guys been in
Well, that's
business?
because you've been here more years than most of us.
A long, long, long time.
Skunk Harbor has been there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It was 2 marinas at once, and now it's 1 marina.
Yeah.
We bought it, and it became Champlain Boat Works, which it currently is. And we've been doing a lot of different upgrades as far as upgrading
when
docks.
did you buy it?
We bought it about 4 to 5 years ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
But where were you from originally?
We have a sister store in Saratoga, which is Saratoga Boat Works.
Yes. But didn't you live in
I lived up here years ago. Years ago, I lived up here, and I actually ran the Radio Shack in Skyway Plaza back when the air base was open and there was no mall. Way back
be kidding.
in mid-'70s.
Oh, wow, that is...
And the area was hopping then with the base open right
Wasn't
across
it
the street.
amazing?
Yep.
Amazing place, that Skyway Plaza. I think Plattsburgh Plaza was first, then Skyway came in.
In fact, Skyway was so big because there was no mall that the Canadians would come down in buses to shop at, remember the store? J.M. Fields.
Oh, my God.
So that's going back a few years.
I love nostalgia because I'm
Love
old.
nostalgia.
But yeah. You know, and that little Skyway Plaza is pretty busy these
Yep,
days.
it is.
It's amazing.
We're about 3 miles south of that. You're going down past the golf course, and we're about another mile down. When you look to the left and see Valcour Island, if you look to the right, we're right there. We're probably a mile away from Valcour Island or less.
You can feel the history when you just drive by.
You can.
No reason why they shouldn't pull in.
But if you're looking for rentals, if you're looking for campgrounds, if you're looking for just about any kind of boat you could possibly put on the lake, including big cruisers, I've got a 31-foot Rinker cruiser sitting in my parking lot that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Do you really?
Love to help you. My name's John. I'm the general manager, and we have a crew of guys that will certainly take good care of you if you come down.
I love it. You're the best, John. It's good to see you
Thanks
again.
to come by again.
Have a
Appreciate
great day,
it.
my friend.
Take care, guys.
Even the reflection looks good, doesn't it, Calvin? Yeah. That's quite a large beast, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Interesting to learn how the other half lives, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
You and I are not boaters, and that's why
No.
this is always an education for me.
Yes. But we've got a nice big lake and a lot of little ones in the area, so there's no reason why there shouldn't be an area where people enjoy the water.
Yeah, and a lot of people are into kayaking these days. We haven't seen any inner tubes come down the Saranac yet because the water's a little cool, but the kayaks and the inner tubes all tied together will be coming down soon, and that's great. We do have a lot of decent waterways, and when things aren't flooding, it's a much nicer atmosphere, isn't it?
That's true.
I think the lake's going to be okay this spring, and this summer's going to be great. We hope so. It's called recovery time for a lot of people who had some significant losses over the last couple of years. So it's always fun to come down to the RV and Boat Show at the Crete Center. Once again, it's a real history in this building. The Crete brothers left the money to start this building. They thought it was going to be up around Fox Hill on the south end of Plattsburgh, and guess what, folks? It ended up down here. It's been the subject of praise and controversy almost all at the same time since the first day it was built.
Well, coming from Champlain, this is a lot easier for me to get here, so it's fine with me. But again, I don't think it was where the benefactors thought it would end up. But
No, we spent a lot of time in there in the very cold winter for hockey games when our kids were small, and we've seen some real great events in here over the years. So we're delighted always to come back. And all during the interview, I'm going to sing Rubber Ducky. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Who are you?
I am Brittany. I work for Bath Fitter.
Brittany what?
Brittany Green.
That's good. Okay, tell us, we saw you when we came in the door, but you were busy talking to somebody else. So
Yeah.
what have you got here today, Britt?
Today we are here to offer free in-home estimates for Bath Fitter. They come in and size your bathtub and your shower and give you a price about how much it would cost.
We see all the television commercials all the time on television. I bet they actually sell quite a few bathtubs.
We do get quite a few people to sign up. It's hard to get people to talk to because most people have already signed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. So are you coming back tomorrow? You're gonna
I
work?
will. Yep. We'll
All
be
day
here.
today.
All day today. All day tomorrow.
Yeah, we're doing this on the 31st of March, 2012. And the first day of April is here tomorrow, if you can believe it.
I know.
This has been a business for a long time. Have you worked for them for quite a while?
No, not quite a while. I just came up here in the fall to go to school, and this is part-time job.
SUNY Plattsburgh?
SUNY Plattsburgh.
Studying what?
Childhood education.
I love it. Where are you from, Brittany?
Syracuse area in New York.
Syracuse area?
Syracuse area.
Not Syracuse?
Suburbs of Syracuse, Oneida. Yeah.
We know about Oneida. We know about Turning Stone.
Okay, good.
I got a son and his families who live
Not many people do.
right down the road on the Hill Road, right down the road from there. So, yes, Oneida deserves mention all by itself. Brittany, it's great to talk to you.
And it was nice talking to you.
Just signed a lot of people up today. will
I'm
you?
trying.
and good luck with your education.
Thank
That's great.
you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Remember inside when we were talking with John Andrews? Boats are fun, and he said outside he had a boat that he did 80 some miles an hour in on the lake last year, and it was called a fountain boat. The name is Stormy Monday, and it's sitting here right in front of us now. It's a 2001 boat located in Willsboro, New York. It's fiberglass hull, engine fuel type twin gas. I told you 500 horsepower apiece for each one. In excellent condition, stored in a heated garage, he says. And John was going to come out and chat with us about this fabulous boat, but he got tied up. You know why? He was signing on the dotted line with people. It says bolstered seats with electric drop down. He talked about that before. Cabin lighting, compass, electronic digital, fire extinguisher automatic, enclosed fiberglass head. That's a bathroom to you landlubbers. Battery switches, 2 parallel bilge pumps, bow lights, cabin carpeting, customized fountain logo in the cockpit, dash with monster gauges, color-coordinated throttles, gauge rim, bezels, wheel hub, and steering wheel. It's amazing. And on the back it says, please do not board this boat without a salesperson. Okay. Well, thanks, John. I know you're busy selling things, and when you see that, he said, well, I tried to get out there, but I couldn't get out. It's really turned out to be quite a nice day, as a matter of fact. And we're pretty thrilled with everything that we've seen today, especially with the nice people we've met from some as far away as Vermont, Syracuse, Oneida, Long Island, Florida, and all points in between. It's just been a kick for us to come down to the 20th Annual RV and Boat Show, to Crete Memorial Civic Center, a rather historic building all by itself here in the North Country, to meet all these people who are in business. They are the salt of the earth, and they're what they are the ones that keep things going here in the North Country. So once again, we thank you for watching our program. We thank you for all your comments and suggestions about where you'd like to have us go and what you'd like to have us do and whom you'd like to have us talk with. And we always appreciate your generous checks made out to Hometown Cable in care of Calvin Castine. Please do whatever you can to support this. It's been going on for all these years, since 1983, and Calvin tells me now the number is approaching 7,500 different. Huh?
It's there.
It's there already, 7,500 on the internet. Hometown Cable, HometownCableNetwork.com and Plattsburgh.com. Isn't it great? The message of the wonderful North Country is being spread around the world. Of course, it's on your local cable systems as well. And, yes, come on over. I knew you were going to be here.
There you go.
I know who you are. John couldn't make it, huh?
He's in with a client, yeah.
Well, we were just talking about that beautiful boat. Were you with him when it went 80 miles an hour?
No, I cleaned it though before it
Oh,
went
you
80
did?
miles an hour.
If I was on it doing 80 miles an hour, you'd have to clean it after.
I think so.
That's an amazing boat, and I'm so glad he got it out here. I'm not sure there would have been room inside.
It's
That
beauty.
thing is a monster.
And it sparkles in the sun.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It's going fast sitting still.
It's incredible. I read all the dimensions and the specs off the back end of it when I was standing there a few minutes ago. It'd be nice to sell it today.
Absolutely. We're hoping.
If you had a jacket, you could stand out here a little bit longer and maybe sign on the bottom line with somebody.
Yep, I'd love to. Have you seen the seatbelt in that thing?
No.
It's like
come
a
on.
race car seatbelt.
Oh, come on. Are
Comes
you
over
kidding?
your shoulders,
With a harness?
you get a harness.
3-point, oh my
You do.
God. In the door that comes
Then you need it.
In the door that comes up. with
Have you
the-
seen the engine compartment? Oh,
No,
hydraulics, it
but
lifts right
we-
up and it's just the gods are singing down on
Well,
you.
I think you should personally own it then.
Maybe.
And maybe not.
And maybe not. I
You-
could own it. I don't know if I could fill it with fuel.
Oh, that's true too. I like the ones at the sailboat saying the wind is free.
John was clever with that.
I love it. Well, say hi to John for us and
Will do.
goodbye. We're sorry but I think he's got a deal going.
I think he does as well.
I like that. Thank you so much for
Thank you very
chatting with
much.
us. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Enjoy.
And who knows where we're going to be next time.